So we have Hera versus Barles, T90 Titans League Platinum League Edition. Hera losing to freaking Andy, his last set, surprisingly. And well, Barles is a difficult opponent, especially with maps like El Dorado and Socatra. He's got villager fighting capabilities, and he likes to wall, MBL. I think he likes to wall almost as much as you do, if not more.
Oh yeah, he's like a Black Forest player, right?
Yeah.
That's what people think of him. But yeah, he's been active on the ladder lately. He's in my opinion, good shape. And he can definitely give a solid fight to Hera here. Playing as the Japanese as well, it's very nice. They have the tanky fishing ship. And Hera has the wood discount on buildings. So Hera will get an early dock. But Barles will also get early dock because his lumber camp only costs 50 wood. So yeah, I like Barles Civ better, honestly.
I think so too. I think like if you get control of the middle, the Malians are going to be better because they're like longer lasting gold comes in faster, whatever the fuck, whatever it means. 30% more gold or whatever it says. And their tech tree is a little bit more versatile, but I think Barles with like tanky fishing ships can just play defensively on water.
Yeah.
And Hera's going to have to be the aggressor early. And we'll see if Barles decides to go for like men-at-arms, because Hera might do the same thing.
Yeah. I think maybe men-at-arms could be a bit riskier because the woodlines are so close to the TC. I think rather just straight archers could be good. But I see men-at-arms a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you think Barles has something up with like weird up his sleeve, or is he just going to try and play this meta?
I think we will see Barles doing monks a lot.
Okay.
Monk siege.
All right. When I think of him, I think of like open maps and stone walls in like feudal and Castle Age. I just seen it so often. Not here, obviously, because you know you don't have any gold or stone to take, but I've seen it so often from him, man.
What do you think about this map, by the way?
I like it. I think it's cool. Really good games. Now, I don't have to play it, but I like the fact you can see all of the res in the centers, so there's really like no secrets there. And if you want to send an army forward, you're going to have to go all the way around, right? I also like the fact that there's so much fish. So if you give up water, but you're controlling all of the land, there's an opportunity for your opponent to make like 15, 20 fishing ships and just keep rotating around the map, and they're going to have an insane eco.
I found something super unfair about this map, though. Okay. The fact that Hera has a huge hill behind his golds to camp on, and the Barles. Why did you say Dorado then? Barles have like a super flat map.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's extremely unfair because if Hera puts a castle on that hill, it's super duper hard for Barles to push it back. Well, Hera can do the other way around. So in my opinion, that's unfair. And also, I think there's maybe a bit too little gold on the map for each player.
Yeah.
So that it just everything is forced into the middle, basically. But I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of the theme of the map, though, right?
Yeah.
I think it is. It's like a better Frigid Lake to me. This map. I think it's a lot more aggressive. I see a lot better games, and I especially like the fact that a lot of civilizations get highlighted here. Civs like Romans are very popular, right? Japanese, Malians, like those infantry kind of civilizations are.
Why Romans though?
Because of the infantry, and because of the 5% on all the resource gathering, right?
Okay, I can see that.
Because men-at-arms, from what I've seen anyway, are very popular on this one.
Oh, Hera's going for the walls. I thought Hera was Barles for a second.
Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah, that's huge.
Well, he will manage to secure another wood line, I suppose, but wood is still going to be his main issue if Barles comes forward. Like, he's got the gold and the stone behind, but that only lasts for so long, even with Malians.
It's very rare to see Hera play like this, right?
Wall up?
Like full darkish walls?
Yeah, he usually goes for military first and then the big walls come into play.
I think he's just scared of the Japanese men at arms because they are so powerful. But
Mhm.
Barles is not going for that, and that means Hera walled for nothing. I think. Like Barles is going slow approach. He's going maybe for scouts or something.
Yep.
Is that a? Yeah, it's scouts. So Hera just made these huge walls, and there's no men at arms.
I think like the walls are going to help against the scouts as well, unless they go right under the TC there. But Hera is actually wisely walling in front of the TC. He's going to go for water pressure. Goes out to the gold now. And one fire galley, which against Japanese fishing ships, it's kind of like you get to your opponent's fish, and by the time you're almost done killing a fishing ship, they already have their ship produced.
Yeah. Yeah, it's impossible. Did you see how Hera played this map last time now?
No, I did not.
He went for a lot of docks on the sides, spreading out his fish boom everywhere, and he didn't focus on the middle. Now, Barles is kind of doing the same. Look at the dock in the top middle there, to the left. Really nice.
Hera's going for one up there, too, in the north.
Yep.
So he's sending the Vil, but Barles is going to loop his way around there. Hera's first fire goes to the south. And right now it's his only
Barles
fire,
is doing that too.
Okay, so they're just going to meet. They're just going to meet in the middle, but like Japanese fish are going to win this. You know, he's got 4 fishing ships gathering faster. Hera has the same amount. And now Barles will even drop a mill on the shorefish because you don't have berries. So that's smart play. Nice little food boost. Barles finds the walls. He's like, that's what I do.
I don't like Barles adding so many scouts against full walls, but he will take the map control. He has a really good food eco. He's taking gold. So I don't hate it too much. He's also milled the shorefish. I like that.
Yep.
Cool. And he's making more fire galleys on the sides, making more fish, expanding his boom. And I don't think Hera expects Barles to have a dock up there.
Ooh, Hera goes for some attacks with the scout. There's still plenty of food left over under Barles' TC. Hera still has a ton of turkeys as well. And a lot of fish too. So as soon as these guys decide they want to go up to Castle Age, I mean, you just stall out production. You're going to get there. Look at Barles' food right now. Even making those scouts. He's got 550 food right now. Hera's sitting at 160. And now Hera is running into the fires up north from Barles. And Barles is going for a transport ship from that dock, MBL, even after he saw the fire. Ooh. So he's going to load his scouts up and try and move them around while Hera has full vision of that. Okay. All right.
No, that's not going to work.
Just let him cook. Let him cook, dude.
Okay, but the water is too narrow. You can easily block a transport ship and fishing ship.
Yeah, he canceled it.
But okay. It does make sense. But Barles, really good eco. I think both of them will be up at the same time. Hera using the mark is selling all the stone, while Barles didn't even have to sell stone, which is pretty huge. But he's a little bit short on gold right now, which means he's kind of late. He's rushing up a market maybe to sell a little bit of food or wood or something. But Barles still having that stone could be really huge for a potential TC or castle or something in the middle.
Yeah, we'll see when they decide to go out to stone, because a castle in the middle, I've seen it just straight up win the game. Even with the opponent having a better eco, controlling that middle area is amazing. They've also seen, controlling the middle lose the game, like Running versus Doubt, where Running had 20 villagers and Doubt had 100 or something. So
that is true. I mean, if you have a lot of good side eco, you can still win without the middle if someone's going all in for it. At the moment, though, Barles is getting pushed off his fish because he didn't have too much water. I'm not sure why Barles didn't add more water. He has 6 scouts now, which will be light cav later. And Hera is doing spearmen. 2 spearmen at least. Hera's also adding now bloodlines and armor to his on his stable. And I think he's gonna maybe go camels and monks. What do you think?
That makes sense. Or if Barles goes for monks, he'll switch into light cav as well. I mean, it just gives him options, right?
Yeah. He could also go light cav, that is true.
We have
like Hera's position.
8 fishing ships from Hera. Like, there's a lot of fishing ships, and he can still expand over to the right side because he's got the 2 fire galleys forward. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised to see him add even more fish on this. There's
Yeah,
just
he's
so
so
much
good at
food to
expanding.
take.
Oh, the transport ship though, getting filled up now. Is he? No way.
Hera can't see it. He can't see. Oh, he saw it. Run.
But did he actually see it, or did he? Uh-oh.
Bro.
This could be game here. If he blocks with a fishing ship or something. But did he actually see this, or did it patrol? That's the question. Is it spotted?
Barles unloads one scout. You're gonna have to get them all out of there. Barles, get out.
Oh my god. I mean, getting heart attack here. Oh, and he kills the villain. That's next level play there. He almost lost everything, but he killed the villager.
I mean,
That's
he
nice.
he lost the transport ship in exchange for a Vil. I mean, at the
What
end
did-
of the day,
what
that's
was he
probably a good
thinking,
trill.
though?
I don't know. He's just trying to surprise Hera. Even if he gets in there, like there's not much damage to be done, right? As Hera
Oh,
has double
no.
stable monastery.
This game just turned so heavily. Like Hera is just surrounding him on water right now. He has fast fire ship, which will kill. I mean, he has fire ship, which will kill the fishing ship so much easier. And suddenly, Barles have no eco at home. Hera has huge economy. He has the light cap prepared, and the game just over. Don't you think?
No, I don't think the game's over. No. Barles is going for a second TC. He's going for the third TC in the middle. I think the scouts from Barles definitely were a waste. Like they haven't really done anything so far. But
Tell me how Barles will produce villagers now.
he's got a market MBL. He's fine. He's gonna have the TC in the center. Does he even need to produce fills? Just go on stone. He's on stone right now. He's gonna try and secure that
Okay.
center area. Hera is on stone as well, but you can see he's only got 90 in the bank. And
Yeah, and Hera just invited those light caps in, by the way, and he's now trapped inside. He has worse upgrades than Hera, and he's gonna get cleaned up here. Barles now trying to take the middle, but he has zero economy. He tries to put some farms up, but his idle TC is getting extreme now, trying to get some relics. Hera is also going for the middle, and in my opinion, what on earth will Barles do now? Hera's 11 fishing ship on the field.
Yep. Barles
Barles
didn't
should've
get
played like
that. He didn't get the war galley upgrade, which was interesting. Definitely should
Should've
have.
gone full water.
He has the advantage on water. Like he has the tankier fishing ships, right? He can use those to block, and he just stopped producing. But Hera going for a siege workshop, sending the light cab forward. He sees the TC from Barles because it's all visible for anyone not familiar with the map. And Barles can see the siege workshop too, so he has plenty of time to prepare here. And with the light cab on the field now from Hera, you kind of want to go redemption if you're Barles, but it's going to be really, really tough because you know Hera loves looping in there and sniping those monks.
Yeah, exactly. And look at Hera's stone count now, closing in a castle. And look in the middle. It's a perfect spot for a castle. It's enough room for it. And if he has control of that, he can just put a castle there and end the game in a few minutes now. Let's see.
I think if you're Barles, you put like a house foundation in the center there. Just so that Hera can't place a castle if he wants to once he gets the siege out.
But I don't think he expects Hera to have the stone for a castle. Hera now dropping off and preparing to build a castle, and is going exactly there. Barles cannot stop it. It will be pushed up to gold. He has pikemen incoming, but he has 2 pikes out on the field.
Okay, now the game's over.
Yeah.
Once that castle goes up,
100%.
there's no way to access this gold or stone on the center. And like we said before, there's only 2 tiles of each at the home
And who
base.
do you think will be faster to Imperial? The guy with endless amount of fish eco, or the guy with 5 farms struggling to get any bills pumping out?
Hey, wait, hey, hang on a second. He's got 15 farms now. All right.
Okay.
And he goes for a castle of his own. Okay. He does have the TC to garrison the monks in with conversions, but now the castle is ranging them. So it's just like a terrible situation for Barles. There's 2 pikemen there. I don't know if that's going to be enough. The monks won't get any conversions whatsoever.
And the score lead is like, if you're Barles now and seeing the score of 4,000 to 2,800, you know how far Hera is ahead. GG has been called.
GG.
That was a super disappointing game. Oh my god.
The scouts didn't do anything. Hera walled against them. And walls against scouts are fantastic. And then Hera just kept playing water, and it felt like Barles
It
just
was like
gave up.
one tiny water push,
Yeah.
and the whole eco of Barles collapsed. It's like you have to know that when you're Japanese, you should expand your. It doesn't look like he watched Hera's game at all.
Yep.
Because Hera played exactly the same way. And if I had seen a game and I knew that Hera would play like this, I would go way more on water, especially with Japanese in the position he had.
I'm surprised. Like literally every single game I've seen on this map so far in this tournament has been amazing. This is by far the worst game I've seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and people are like hating on the map in my chat, which is confusing. You clearly haven't watched the games that I have. Like the games have been amazing.
It can create it's like that with any map. Like Arabia can have shit games too. I mean,
yeah,
it depends completely on how people play and approach it. And Barles did just 10,000 wrong decisions. And Hera, it's not like Hera played amazing. But Hera Barles played the worst decision. Like,
yep,
crazy bad actually.
Well, that's a quick one.
Yep.
So we're going to be out of here quick today, folks. If it continues like this, Hera taking game 1. We do have Hera's Kryptonite map, though, which is Socatra. I've seen him lose on Socatra probably more than any other map of his.
This could also be like a crazy game or a really disappointing one.
Yeah. He won there with the Malians, and that was a loss with the Japanese. Okay. And we're waiting for the next one. Cool. So how's your training going, MBL?
I'm just chilling, man. Grinding, getting better, hopefully, one day.
Do you feel like you're getting better?
Not yet.
It's just going to click one day?
Yep, that's usually what happens.
Yep.
That's,
Madam Mage, thank you for the raid.
Comes up like a rocky start and then boom. It gets really solid in the end. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to play tournaments. A bit stressed out. Like losing qualifiers would suck. It's very possible with all the high level players there are now. But yeah, there's always new chances, right? So I'm always thinking like if one tournament goes to shit, there's always a new possibility later. And people do forget very quick about results. Like there's if you win the Red Bull tournament, people forget about it 2 weeks after. Yes, you can mention it here and there, but tournaments are easily forgotten, I feel.
Yep. Yeah, but, I mean, Tato's a perfect example of that, right? Wins the biggest tournament in Age of Empires 2 history. And then in terms of prize pool, and then, loses a month later, and everyone's like, oh, Tato always loses these. It's like, what? Bro, chill, please.
You need to win a lot of tournaments in a row or get really good results in a row to be remembered that. Okay, next game. You can do the intro.
Socatra, game number 2, and Hera's coming forward. He's got the eagle coming. He's got his villager coming, but those ostrich are really close to Barles TC, and the elephant is already in. So no laming potential there. And Barles has found the elephant from Hera, and we're talking about the ostrich. They're very far from the TC. Barles is going to take this elephant. Like, Hera needs to know, on Socatra, you take the elephant super early. That's the first thing you do.
This happened to him in it wasn't Socatra, it's the other map. That looks like Socatra. But he might stop it, obviously. He got lamed so hard, he had 0 resources. I think Hera is taking a bit too light on it. And he killed sheep in a terrible position as well.
Yep.
Hera lost his elephant. He's lost HP on the eagle. He
might lose the Vil too. Be careful.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening here now, but Lithuania is solid here because we can get lamed. You still have a lot of food in the bank.
And now he's got 2 elephants worth of food. It's just like...
And look, Hera has 2 forward villagers, which means his eco at home is going to be very bad. And Barles have 2 elephants. And he's going to have really good eco. It doesn't matter if Barles loses this there. Hera has ruined his own economy. He has really nothing going for him. But he can lure those there, potentially, if he goes back with the eagle. That would be good for him.
This is not the first time I've seen Hera get lamed on Socatra because he doesn't go up for that elephant right away. Like, he saw it. I'm pretty sure he saw where the elephant was. And he was still focused on, not losing food off the sheep or the goats or whatever. It's like, you just got to take it in, man. You just got to grab it. Otherwise, you're in trouble. He will be able to push some of these ostrich, but you can see Barles already coming forward, and he's pushing the ostrich away from each other with the scout and then shooting them with the villagers, so you can't just toss a mill there.
Good decisions by Barles here now to to send a will forward. He knows that Hera has been
Mm-hmm.
lamed an elephant. The only way he can get food is the deer. And he finds the deer right away and starts killing them. Huge, actually.
Well, he can come out there, and he can kind of place a mill on the berries and then take the food from the ostrich all the way to that mill if he wants to go super efficient route, or just bring it back to the TC. He will have some food, but Barles is like easy mode here. It's the 100 food starting with Lithuanians, and then you have 2 elephants. And you haven't even started really taking your goats or your ostrich yet. So it's just a beautiful
I'm questioning
opening
if
for him.
Hera will reach the 500 food mark to get to the next stage with these resources. I actually think he won't. So I think he has to start farming later.
Maybe.
And Barles can put on pressure. So this is going to be a hard game for Hera. Let's see how he solves this situation.
I mean, he is Mayans, right? So the food is going to
Yes.
last a little bit longer, just a tiny little bit. But you might be right. I mean, ostrich already rotting away. There's only 100 the TC. That's his last goat.
Yeah, and he's 8 food in the bank with 1 villager queued up.
This
Barles
is
is almost ready to click up.
disaster. So what do you do here to, come back in this game if you're Hera? He is starting to farm. Do you go for a wall? Do you go for?
You need to wall.
Okay.
So your only choice. Like if you don't wall, he's gonna wall straight into your base, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to try to farm up, build up a solid Darkish eco, and if you survive the initial feudal pressure, you can be fine. But you have to always fight from the back foot, and that's not good for Hera.
His map
Barles is almost ready to click up after this will, so let's see.
His map is not fantastic for this either because the berries are forward, and that's like his most consistent food source. He does have a gold in the back if he walls up, but you look at the stone positions. One of them is forward, and the other one's kind of like north on that hill, which is really, really tough. Even with Mayans, cheaper walls is tough to secure that area because I think Barles, if he sees full walls from Hera, he can just either ignore them and try and go up to Castle Age, or he can come forward and try and pressure with like towers or something like that, which I suspect might be his plan as he goes for the barracks right now.
And you just know Hera hates to be in this position. Like he hates being lamed, hates having the no food to go up. And look, he's kind of stuck on 380. He's closing in on 500. But now he ran out of the meat. Now he ran off the sheep. And he still has 150 food to go.
Yep.
Plus making villagers. He can't just idle villagers. Like you don't idle TC and Darkish to go up. Like almost never. You don't want to do that. It looks like he's actually... Nah, he didn't idle. He just went for another one. He idled for 15 seconds this game. No, he actually idled for 15 seconds.
He was probably doing the math when he did that. He was like, do I queue up? Do I wait? And then he looks and he has like 4 farms and 6 on berries. It's just, you just have to wait for the food to come in. And he's idling right now. He manages to click up to the feudal age, but he is a full 2 minutes behind Barles. And here comes the militia. From Barles forward. The eagle won't stand a chance against that, and the villagers are going to be pushed off the berries, further compounding Hera's food issues.
Wow. And I think that Barles is doing the right thing. He's not over pushing it, you know what I mean? He's doing like 3 militia, which is great. He's doing an archer range, but he's also focusing on having a nice clean eco at home. Hera's walling up to the TC, so Barles can't really push further, but he's pushing the mill. And Hera has a full minute to get to the next stage. He's going on gold now, so he will probably go for eagles and archers. But Barles is chilling. What do you think about the men at arm upgrade?
I think he wants to kill that mill, bro. I think he wants to force something out of Hera. I'm not sure about that. I would rather see the eco upgrades come in than that.
Men at arm seems wrong, but maybe he can. If he finds a kill with it, it's good. But is Hera gonna greed it out a little bit here? Skirm coming forward too. Maybe he wants it for the future eagles and like Skirm, men at arms. Skirm longswords in general is good against Mesosiv.
I mean, Hera is going to be pushed off those berries. He stayed on there as long as he could. He's now retreating. He's going to go for an archer range. He's got eagles queued up here, but still no range, okay? Just more farms
Super
and more
limited
eagles.
on food. Both players actually. Barles have 5 farmers and like 2 on berries. Like Barles idled his TC a bit because he couldn't produce a vill. Like he's idling again because he has too few villagers on berries. I don't think he has realized. Sending a bit more now, one more.
He might just send
Still
Vils.
idling TC.
He might send Vils forward to Hera's berries. I mean, I've seen it before on Socatra, but I want the eco upgrades from Barles. I want the wood upgrade. I want the farm upgrade. He had the res for that, but he can't afford that because he needs to keep queuing on villagers.
Yeah. You never want to idle your TC for a wood upgrade or a farm upgrade or whatever. So he needs to get a stabilized economy and then start going for the wood upgrades. But right now he's not doing that. But he's adding a lot of farms, so eventually he will get it. Usually when you go men at arms into range, you can't really afford a lot of eco upgrades right away. He's now making archers, they don't cost food, so soon he will have a lot of food left.
Barles continues pushing in. That house isn't going to last for very long, and the skirmishers are making things a little bit messy at the back there. Men-at-Arms are going to add value here because the Eagles won't be able to run in and engage against the skirms. And Hera keeps adding in those Eagles. Of course, they take forever to produce in Feudal Age. But he's only got one archer on the field. That's it.
One archer on the field, but he's gonna get fletching on it, so he's gonna have a little extra range. And Barles
oh no! What fletching on one archer? Oh my god!
If you think about it, he can. If you think about it, that archer can actually hold on its own with the fletching because he can outrange those skirmishers and he can also hit men-at-arms. But now Barles adding his own blacksmith to get fletching himself. And look at Barles' food eco, looking really good. Hera is now trying to wall desperately behind. 2 archers in the back now for Hera. He didn't go for fletching.
Yep.
Not sure why, but look at the amazing farming eco for Hera. Like, one thing about Hera that I think is amazing is how fast he pumps out those farms.
Yep, he's
Faster
better than anyone else. I think he changed the meta about like 2 or 3 years ago. People never used to get up to 80, 90 farms in a game. Never. Ever. It was like 40 farms, 50 farms. And then Hera just consistently goes 60, 70 late game, 80, 90, 100 sometimes.
Dude, he is 100. Yeah,
I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
He adds more farms than anyone in Feudal, I think, and it pays off. Like, his economy is so good, and he's actually like all the time able to afford 3 TC when he's Castle Age. He macros so well, and I really admire that. And eventually I will learn from that. Maybe I'll kill him one day, but yeah, this is extreme. He's so good at making all those farms.
Barles is doing a good job holding this position though, and that
Barles
hill
so
to the
awkward.
south, like the gold and the stone and everything, whoever controls that in Castle Age is gonna have a really good position, and Barles is now controlling that area. And he looks
How do I
like
change the colors in Capture Age?
you can go to their name at the bottom right. I have Barles in red, so you can just right click or left click on the name. It'll change it.
Thank you. Barles in red, perfect.
Yeah, blue purple is awful.
Yeah. So Barles now has skirmishers and archers. Really good for the composition that Hera's doing. He can keep his skirmishers in the front of his archers to snipe down Hera's archers, and the archers will always stay in the back, so Hera's archers never can get close. And now big engagement though. Who will win this, Dave? Looks like Hera has a lot of eagles.
Yeah, Hera does have a lot of eagles, and he's continued producing from that barracks basically the entire time in Feudal Age. And the skirmishers managed to deal with the archers, but the men-at-arms are dead. The scout is dead, so Barles will need to retreat. He's going up to Castle Age. And the question is, do you make more men-at-arms here in Feudal Age when Hera still has those archers? Do you add a stable?
No.
Or are you just
up.
waiting for Castle Age?
He goes up to Castle Age, and I think he's going to go knights, but he's mining stone. I almost predict light this as well. But look at Hera, man. 30 seconds later to Castle Age, and with kind of an advantage. Like, crazy how he did that after being lamed.
Yep.
And losing his middle.
Yep.
Just so well played by him, honestly.
Kind of feels like Barles could have been a little bit faster up, though. So maybe, not the best execution for Barles, but like Hera holding on with 1 archer, right? 2 archers.
Yeah.
And then constantly producing eagles again when your opponent has men-at-arms is kind of a big brain play. And he managed to take back map control for a little while. He still is the eagles right now, but Barles still has that hill, which is so important on this Socatra generation. There's so much res around that area. If he gets a castle up over there, really problematic for Hera.
Yeah, let's hope there's no holes for Barles, because walling on hills is not easy. There's always a hole when you wall on hills, but now he managed to secure it. Stable coming in, and maybe Hera thinks, okay, it's gonna be knights. But Barles has something else planned. He's gonna go light this. Hera did set a stone though, I didn't mention that. So Hera's gonna go all in. Look
All
at that,
in Eagles.
3 barracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barles needs that castle up quick if he wants to go for it. Like he's got 400 stone right now in the bank. The eagle upgrades are going to come in pretty fast once Hera gets to castle age. And
Tell me, how
Barles
does
just
Mayan
waits.
stop? How does Mayan stop mangonels and light this?
They can't. They have no
Yeah, I don't
redemption.
think they can.
They can't.
Oh, and he's gonna go forward castle. No way, no way, no
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
no way,
yeah.
no way.
You put it right next to that straggler tree on the hill. That's what I'm talking about.
No way, but
Been saying
Hera
that
has
for the last
way-
5 minutes, MBL. Come on now.
Well, it's way too many eagles.
No, you just wall in your.
There's no. Okay, there's a market for Barles. Okay, okay.
There's
okay.
there's a knight there for Barles.
Oh my god.
Oh,
if
not
he gets
there,
this castle
dude.
up,
Put it on.
if
the
he gets
other
this castle up, he secures the whole area though.
side. Yeah, yeah.
He needs to wall in the vills right now. There's eagles coming. There's no archers out for Hera, so he can't stop. Wall in your vills. Wall in your vills. Okay, walling in the vills.
Finish the wall, please. Finish
Finishing
the wall.
the wall.
There, and it's stone walls too. Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
Castle's
Okay,
going
so
up
now-
and disgusting position for Hera.
Ooh, and Barles fully walled at home, so he can't really do anything. This castle is gonna go up. Hera can't stop this. He's trying to kill all the archers and skirms, but is Barles really worried about losing that army, Dave?
Not really. The skirms and the archers, no. That's like, at best, that's a monk sniping army, right? And
Yeah.
you don't even see the monks on the field yet. You've got a castle up now, so you can produce something that's better than knights that Hera will need to go monks to defend against. And now you can go maybe monks of your own, or maybe just expand your eco a little bit. Hera goes for a TC
Yes.
forward on the
I was
goal.
gonna say, Hera's only chance is to secure this area and push from that area on the left side. Barles is wide open and he doesn't really have a lot of defense. Monk's coming out for Hera, so he's gonna monk eagles, knocking on the door right now, and Barles has barely any wood to do anything. He can't go for a siege shop, he can't go for a mining camp, he has no gold. Barles have nothing, but if he mines stone for another castle,
Yeah.
puts it on the left side to secure his base, he basically secured the whole map with 2 castles. Because
Yep.
this is how small the map is.
And he can range that TC too, if he puts it
Yep,
there and
exactly.
deny the gold. I love the fact that he made a scout when he was
Yeah.
producing the latest, and he's got the scout over by the monastery. He knows what the response is from Hera. That's like the only response you can do as Mayans
This
to
is-
latest.
This is where Hera needs to go for siege shop and start mangoneling the left side. Because if he doesn't have mangonels with his push, Barles can hold this pretty easily with another castle now. Let's see what happens. Barles goes for mining stone on the mining camp again. And he's completely fine at the moment. Lighties are so strong, Dave. What do you think about Lighties?
I've been saying it for 2 years. They're like one of the most OP units in the game. The only reason we don't see them more is because Lithuanians have so many other good options. They're so unbelievable if you get enough of them. I saw a game with you the other day where you had like 50 of them. But Hera
That
takes
is
a
true.
good fight.
Yeah, very good fight. And Barles engaging wrong here. Maybe gets I got a monk though. Nice. Okay, that wasn't the worst trade for Barles, honestly. And now Barles put the castle on that TC, so Hera can't get resources. Come on, do it.
And the latest are coming in the back here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Hera, you got to quick wall your wood line, brother. They took the extended route. They took the scenic route into this wood line, but they're going to find the
And
gold
Hera's losing
villagers
his TC,
anyway.
man.
Yep.
Oh, this is huge. Nice castle for Barles though, like ranging that TC. It was really good. And come on, Barles, just gotta get a castle. I really wonder where he thinks the second castle should be. If he's a mastermind, he will do it behind his blacksmith. If he's not a mastermind,
Potato mine?
he will do it on the hill behind his castle.
Okay. Is he a master or is he an apprentice?
It's a master or disaster, we'll see.
You could put it, if you have military advantage, if you have enough army, you could put it downhill of that TC, like in the middle where the eagles are sitting right now. And that would cut off everything.
Nah, but he doesn't have enough army.
Hera's even
on, Barles.
snagging the relic right at the front of Barles' base. It's like, excuse me, I'm just going to head back with that thing. Okay.
Yeah, I think when Hera starts knocking on the door now, he will be more tempted to put a castle there.
Yeah, maybe.
But Barles needs to stop this, or maybe he puts the near the relic now because he's scared Hera will break in. Come on, Barles, do a castle. I'm actually getting mad right now. Okay,
There
okay, nice.
it is.
And all
Hey!
the gold will stop because there will be monks in the house. This is so scary. Hera will see this castle coming up. He will send all the monks. But if Hera doesn't stop this castle, Hera cannot get resources anymore.
Yep.
Now one monk coming, all the monks coming in. He will like click one by one villager. Eagles will start breaking in the house. This can be a throw. Barles, you need to send all the villagers.
Send
This
all the
is
gold
so
bills.
important.
All the
Yeah.
gold bills. He's dropping off the gold now. He's heading forward. The castle is at 50%. That castle's going to go up, right? Unless there's a hole here, that castle's going
No,
up.
but he can interrupt the villagers all the time, and he can break the house with the eagles. Oh, yeah, it should go up. It should go up.
What are the latest doing while this is happening? They're heading in towards the woodline, MBL. If they get in
and
there, it
Hera-
could be
Hera's
disgusting.
clicking. Hera's clicking, man. He's clicking the bills. He doesn't see this.
It's going up.
He sees it right at the last second, but he... Oh no, he lost all. And he
Yep.
lost... Oh no, Hera lost everything. This could be GG, actually. Hera doesn't have enough eco left. He has 40... He's even behind in villagers. 2 castles up from Barles. Hera can't go fast in. Hera can't... Can he mine stone, Dave?
No, he
Trap
can't.
these castles?
No.
No, he can't.
He's got enough stone for one castle. That's it. One castle. And he can't go imp, so the castle's useless, basically.
Yeah, Hera's job now is to try to get to imp, right? It's the only chance he can do anything to Barles. But Barles is starting to farm up nicely, and by the looks of this, Barles just have full control of this game.
Oh, look at that beautiful cube of farms right there from Hera.
Yeah, he's...
If
farming
this
up
was like,
nicely, though.
if this was Chris, those farms would be like 5 tiles away from that mill.
That is true.
Like in the woodline at the back.
I don't even want to talk about Chris Farms.
The monks are pushing forward, but no redemption for Mayans makes it
Oh,
so
look
difficult.
at Hera attacking the stable in the middle, though, but there's,
Yeah.
the castle just hits the eagles. Does he have Bodkin on the castle? Like, he could get Bodkin. That would be impossible for Hera to stop.
I mean,
Is Bodkin the right play now, or more Lightus?
I think it's just more Lightus, dude, because like it's gonna take Hera forever to get through those buildings anyway. It doesn't have redemption. He can't use the monks to take care of the buildings, and that's the big problem with Mayans here on this map. If he was Aztecs, it would be a lot more threatening, but with 2 castles on either side, just simply keep adding in houses behind this, and eventually you have enough Lightus to take a good fight.
Look at Hera macroing for Imp now. Look, he's just trying to go for Imp as fast as he can. His only win condition is to get Imp faster and Treb. Now, Barles is going for light cavs though, so Barles puts himself in a position where he will be stuck in castlage for the rest of the game, while Hera will go Imp. There's actually a chance for Hera to come back here.
Yeah, maybe.
Because
I mean,
there's so many monks. Hera's so good with monks.
I'm just very surprised as Barles takes out a few monks, doesn't get all of them, that Barles didn't go deeper into Hera's base and has left that wood line with like 16 villagers on it alive.
Yeah. It's even open.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he just doesn't know about it. He does have enough for another castle though. So we might see a castle push forward if he takes care of the monks here with the light cav. Maybe get some conversions himself. We might
Hera
see
will
another
put a
castle.
where, you know where the TC is dying now?
Yeah.
Hera's gonna put a castle there and start trapping Barles. We'll have Monk Eagles and Imp. And Barles can't stop. Okay, he's putting a castle a little bit under there.
Does he
I don't
delete
like
that and go
castle.
for the one on the hill? Nope. Okay. He wants to be able to
Wow,
sit
look at
underneath
Hera. He
that.
got to Imp, man.
Yeah,
he
he
even
did.
made 10 more vills.
But here comes the castle from Barles. Where's the imp TC for Hera? That's like, dude, that's
only-
the imp
it's only
TC,
TC.
bro.
What do you mean?
That's the only TC now. That like you like surely you can't go up. I mean, it's your only hope, but surely Barles
He can.
won't allow this to happen.
He will go up on that TC. What's stopping him? Just a castle? It takes forever to castle, so...
Oh my god, and the castle's being
Hera's
denied.
defending so well.
He's so scared with the latest. He's coming in now with the light cav, and the monks will garrison the TC, but one of them goes down. Imperial Age is on the way, and Barles
agree
still
with that,
hasn't
Kevs.
done anything
Yeah.
with the latest. Like, he's been sitting here the whole
Yeah.
time. He hasn't come over
Yeah.
to the right side because he assumes everything's gone. He has gone for no raids in the back at all.
Wow.
And
Hera's getting a really good eco. He could almost
Yeah.
go Elite Eagle when he's up.
like, I think this is fantastic play from Hera, but I think it's also just kind of like Barles not looking for opportunities at all. Look at this. He's
Yeah, but
killing
now he sees it all.
houses.
Now he sees the vills with the monk. So now he knows that there's eco back here, and he will go for it. He's ramming too. And this is gonna be a full Castle Age light display from Barles. And I think it will work. Lightis in full Castle Age with this economy, like, it should work, right? 3 castles, just spam in.
Well, I mean, especially when Hera has the monks, but he has no gold to produce further monks. So he's going to be forced to go into Halb, which he doesn't really have the resources to get the tech in the first place.
Market, Dave, market.
Market with what? He's got 200 wood, dude. The market might die. I mean, the market is over here near the push. He's coming over with the military, though. He's got converted Lattice over here, and he's got the monks behind. Needs to be careful with these monks.
Do you think he knows that Hera's up to him?
I don't think you would ever suspect that. But, I mean, there is a reason that Hera's still in this game, right? So you gotta kind of weigh your options.
Oh, the monks! 4 light is converted. All the monks will die now, which means that now, when Barles sees Imp from Hera, he has to commit full to Castle Age. You can't go Imp yourself in this case. You know that your eco is more or less okay, same as Hera. You have all the map control. Just start pumping out your units
and
until
send them
Hera
into the
has
back.
lost. Yeah, until Hera has lost his golds and stuff. Then he can't. Then Hera can't come back. He sees the Imp now. What does he do? He produces more Lightis, which is completely correct. And starts pushing out. He has what upgrades? No armor on the Lightis though. He needs armor. Sees the pikes from Hera. Hera has a lot of pikes now. It's really good play by Hera. And can't afford halves though. Can't afford halves at all. Makes 1 trap, queues it up, puts it on the hill, starts trapping the left side. But it's about to lose its one and only TC here.
And that's kind of defending
what
the middle area into his economy. But Hera, we've seen this so many times. If he can get like 3 or 4 trebs, he does have 4 relics, right? Or 3 relics now. That one of those is ejected.
That's huge. Yeah.
If he can take out that castle, he suddenly gets gold access again. Then he can get Halb, right? He keeps his trebs alive. He can maybe produce some more monks, and he can just continue the push slowly but surely. And Barles is, it's not like he's adding an eco behind this. He's had so much idle TC here.
Exactly, it's not like he's sitting on 5 TC booming hard. It's 1 TC.
Oh, don't run into the pikeman, dude. He's gonna get the trebs maybe with the latest.
If he gets the trebs, huge. But now, if Hera takes down that castle, Barles can. I mean, Hera can take that gold and start massing more trebs, and even upgrade to halbs.
Bruh, finally.
Hera also gets that 4th relic. Wow.
Finally, Barles is coming over to kill the eco on the right. Like, this has been here for far too long. 16 villagers over there that entire time. Latest can't snipe another treb. Barles still repairing, though. And he had a lot more stone than Hera, and he still has a lot more gold access than Hera. And he's sending Latest into the back. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and he's sending Lightis to the front. He can snipe the trap. Hera's misplaying this big time. Left the trap alone.
Might be 2 traps.
That's such a mistake.
Nope, doesn't get the second one, but the latest are still killing vills on the right side, and the villagers are dying.
Oh my god, this is such a chaotic game. I think Hera can win this game with like 30 vills in the end, while Barles is on like 60, but he can't stop the trap halb push from Hera.
He's going skirm, I think. But Barles' food eco is not good. Like, go forward and steal Hera's farms or something.
I think he needs to go crossbow though. Because he doesn't have food.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see if he makes archer now or skirm.
Skirm. Man, he's killing a lot of villagers from Hera still, and finally he has the villager advantage again. After Hera's lost his entire base.
Right side, yeah. Now Hera has 2 traps again, 20 pikes defending with a few monks.
MBL, can you take a look at Barles' eco upgrades here for a second?
Oh, nice.
It's disgusting, dude.
We were talking about this in like early feud, like get some eco reds.
Oh, that's not a good fight for Hera.
Man.
He lost a lot of pikemen over there, but he's taking care of the castle. He's got gold access again.
Yeah. Wow. Barles with the normals. Okay, elite skirms now, okay. Yeah, sending Lightis into raid, I like that, because Hera shouldn't be able to produce a lot of pikes. Hera wasting pikes to the TC of Barles. Barles will soon be on 0 TC, this is so crazy.
The problem for
lost a
Barles,
lot of pikes on right.
the problem for Barles right now is he has nothing to deal with that single castle from Hera, and it's in such a good position, right? He's got the skirmishers now defending to deal with the pikemen, but he's still running in with the latest, trying to snipe the trebs. There's no army here from Hera. He's gonna have to move his pikemen all the way around there, and he's going to lose at least one treb. Probably not the second one. Barles will need to retreat from this, maybe. Maybe not.
Tell me something. When Barles, when Barles loses all his lighties, and he loses his castle, how is he gonna stop Hera Eagles when Hera can start pumping Eagles again?
Yeah, if Hera pumps Eagles in time, and he's making Eagles right now because the skirms are coming in, and the skirms are a huge threat in the back of his eco without the Eagles there. Ram's still working away on the houses. Another castle is down, and there's soon to be 0 TC, 0 castle for Barles. It's wild.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Barles must be kicking himself right now.
Yeah.
This was such a one game. You just had to make some Magdals that cast a bit earlier, and a lot of lighties. Not switching to light cav. That was so wasteful.
And not using his lightest. He just had them under the castle, sitting there for so long. Like, Hera should never be allowed to have 15 villagers chopping wood over on the right side. It shouldn't happen. You shouldn't be allowed to reboom up north. It just shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah. But well played to Hera to realize his only win condition, to take the left side and go for Imperial Age.
It's over. Damn, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like Hera played this game with all visible because he played so well. Like it's like he could see what we saw. You know what I mean?
He played Socatra in the least Socatra-like fashion ever and still won. Like, there was just boom into food wood units, slowly make your way to Imperial Age. And Barles was playing the gold and the stones, and now he calls the GG, and that's an incredible comeback for Hera. What the hell was that?
Wow, speechless. That was so
many macro issues for Barles there too. Like the eco upgrades not being in, the farm count never got higher than 20 at any point.
Yeah.
He never added a second TC, even when he was really far ahead. He didn't keep up the latest production, like you said, probably because he was scared of the monks, right? But I think he should have identified that, like, he cut off all of the gold. If you just produce enough latest and dive in for the monks, you'll give him a few conversions, but you'll get his gold units, and then he won't be able to produce them. Or he'll have to really stall out Imperial Age to produce the monks because he won't have enough gold. So it's just kind of mismanagement there on multiple fronts from Barles. And Hera, as Hera does, if you give him a window, he's gonna climb through it.
Yeah, and this is a map that Barles kind of needed to win. It's a chaotic map. It's kind of like 50-50. Even if you're up against a player that's a little bit stronger than you can lame him. You can like make it chaotic and kind of eliminate what makes Hera stronger than you. And he kind of did that.
Hera had more gold
one
collected.
misplay. That's crazy.
He had more gold collected, dude. What?
Makes no sense.
What on earth?
How did Barles lose? I don't know. I literally don't know how Barles lost this game.
Well, how do you feel if you're Barles going into the next game?
Like you just want to give up.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's a rough one.
Yeah, that is rough. Man, I'm so sad for Barles, but Hera is my teammate, so go Hera. AM power. But still. Oh my god. It's good that Hera's doing well. Like, you want Hera to reach far in the tournament. You don't want him to get upset by 2 players that he shouldn't lose to, so... It's good for the tournament that Hera takes these games, in my opinion. It's never a good thing for a tournament to see upsets, because the next round, usually the guy who made the upset will lose to the next player.
Yeah, but I think for something like Titans League, it's good for a guy like Barles to take, a win off of Hera or something like that. You don't have to,
of course,
win the set. But no. With the format, taking a win off everyone is good. That's how Draken stayed up last season, right? He basically just took a win off everyone. Was he in your group, MBL?
He won me 3-0.
Oh my god! I didn't even remember that. I'm sorry.
I had the worst day of my life.
Took a win off everybody except you. He took 3. Oh well.
Yeah, I had the worst Titans League ever. Like, I did so well the first season. I like won my group, and second season I lost. Like Winchester, he lost. He won the whole tournament, and then he's actually still stuck in Gold League.
I love the fact that he made it into Hera's best of 21 tournament off the back of that as well.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And then he gets relegated second season.
Hey, we are back.
All right, guys. Thank you for the resubs. Jackhammer, One Wet Paw, Malicet. Thank you. Appreciate it. I am going to be right back as well. I got to grab a cup of coffee. We are going to pop on some music here. Nice. Do you prefer cabbage over lettuce? No. Not really a big lettuce guy, though. You know? Not really a big cabbage guy either. Alright, we're going to start this one up. I don't know if MBL's back yet or not. Do you prefer salad over soup? Roxy, we've had this conversation before. Salad is better than soup. The salad food group is better than the soup food group for sure. But I'm not a huge salad guy, you know? What song is that? It's Mathematics by Mustaf. Okay, I'm waiting to join the game. Do a vegetable tier list someday, please. Okay. I have to restart my game. Unfortunately, I have to restart my game. It is bugging. It's bugging. Mycologist, thank you for the 24 months. Appreciate it. I hear MBL approaching. Banana or noodles? Sounds like is that a sex thing? No one's ever going to convince me pizza is a sandwich. It's an open-faced sandwich. What's up? I had to restart my game. Yeah, it started, but I had to restart mine. It wouldn't go, you know?
Berber's Persians, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know last time we saw this? It was Mr. Yo versus Running, wasn't it?
I didn't watch that set.
Persians had a huge lead. Mr. Yo came back with Camel Archers. And Camel Archers is kind of win condition with Berbers against Persians.
Yep. If you can get late enough in the game, Persians don't really have anything against that. I mean, they can make paladins, but then you just make camels, and then you have camel archers behind camels, which is disgusting.
Dude.
Yep.
Hera ignores the water completely. Barles have 3 fishing ships pumping out, getting a lot of food, and Hera just ignores water. What do you think about that?
I think I've seen him go for this before. He's gonna go for like some super fast uptime, and he might even make a dock on the water later as well.
But the Barles is up way faster.
Ooh.
Barles didn't even chop wood. He doesn't have building to go up.
He clicks
Yeah,
up to
no.
Feudal Age, and, well, does have Loom, and does have that nice lumber camp now, which you can gather to from 4 different sides. Beautiful. He's bringing
What
in
is
some
this
more
approach from
elephants,
Barles?
and he's identified the fact that Hera does not have a dock. So
Yes.
good scouting there from him. Well, assuming he doesn't have a dock, there's still a big gap there where there could be a dock for Hera, but Hera is not going up quickly. He's going, what, is this just like FC? Like, look, he's still adding villas.
It looks like FC, yeah. It looks like he wants to go FC Camel Ushers.
Damn, dude.
Mhm.
If you
Barles
identify
needs to
this
punish.
as Barles, what can you do to punish?
Actually, if you identify this as Barles, that he's just going FC, I think you need to just go FC too. Start adding more fish, and then up boom. Because if you start putting feudal pressure while he's already like close to being FC, you won't be in time to stop the FC. Like you need to have pressure right away when you're up to feudal, and he doesn't have that. He is making a barracks now. He's probably gonna go scouts.
He does have the fish, though, which is huge, right? If he keeps adding fishing ships here, once he gets that stable up, then the food eco, even if he invests into feudal age military, the food eco is going to catch him back up again. And Hera's eco is going to be behind that. But you can see right there, Loom coming in, feudal age on the way for Hera. And, well, he's starting with the walls. It's still very open into his base back here. And Barles will indeed be going for the stable and walls of his own.
Yeah, and now he should think about second dock. He haven't done the wood upgrade. His eco is very at the limit with wood. Has a lot of food, but when you go on number camp, when you click to feudal, basically, you will have you will be short on wood, and you can see that one number camp is not really effective right now because he's got stuck villagers and stuff. He's got a man stuck there forever, so he's basically lost the villager almost. There we go. Now he start work, and yeah, walls coming up. Pretty quiet game. There's scouts coming in, but Hera will be fully walled. Wow, big walls for
Such
Hera.
a bold strat. So brave from Hera.
Dude,
MBL. Just so brave.
If I was I swear, if I was doing the strategy with these walls and everything, you wouldn't call this brave. You would call this MBL strat, and you would be laughing at it right now.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I'm laughing
But
at
when it's
Hera right now.
he's brave.
I was saying
no.
that sarcastically. He's so beautiful. He's so brave. Look at these walls. Oh my god. They just complement his smile.
Yeah. Okay. If you say so. All right. You think Barles will expand his docks? I think he should.
I think he should too, but he's having wood issues, like you said, and he still doesn't have that first wood upgrade. Is he allergic to that or something?
I'm not sure, but Hera's not going for Camel Archer FC. He's going for Knight FC.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. He's not on stone yet.
I'm sure he'll just go a few knights and boom. But it's not good against what Barles is doing, because Barles will be maybe like a minute behind. And once Hera hits Barles' base, Barles will have camels coming out and better eco, most likely.
Do you think
Surprised
Barles
how
should
bad
make
eco is,
like one ship to patrol the shoreline to make sure he doesn't get counter-docked? Or is that just a waste at this point?
It's smart. I mean, but it's right now he can't afford it.
Yeah.
If he had a lot of bare eco, I think it's good to do. But right now, I think his eco is so weak. He's just gambling on that Hera is not doing it, which is also possible. Hera's up to cast stage, starting to farm like he always does. Sorry about grammar. What do you think?
He doesn't have that much food eco, bro. He's run out of food under the TC. He's starting to farm, doesn't have the wood upgrade, doesn't have horse collar, barely affords a spearman. Like, if this is the play into Knights here, I think his food eco is going to be the huge issue here, right? And Barles, you can see he's full walling. He's like, I know you're going to be the castle age faster than me, but I know I'm going to have the better eco because I've had these fish bringing in the food the entire time. So if I wall up my base, you won't be able to pressure me right away. And I think the scariest thing here for Barles is if Hera did go for that Camel Archer approach. I think Knights aren't going to be too big of a deal for him right now as the game is paused.
It's gonna be one Knight into 3 TC though.
How can he afford the TCs?
With wood?
Okay. How is he gonna afford the Knight and the Villager production and double bit axe?
One Knight only. Don't
And
need
the
double
scout.
bit.
Look,
He's probably just making one scout. He's not doing. He's not doing army.
FC into scout.
Yeah, it's gonna do TCs though. It's Hera, so he will do TCs. He's making a market now to buy resources too, and honestly, it's gonna be a slow game, and Barles will have lead because he has fish. I don't know how you will win this game without fish if you're not gonna do anything. You know, you can't just give fish to opponent and win the game.
Hey, listen.
It doesn't work. This is AoE.
Listen, last game he gave up the entire middle of the map, his starting TC, all of his farming eco, everything to Barles and
Hera sending a scout to the dock. How smart is that? And he got like the kill wheel. Oh my! Oh! No way!
Barles
next
had,
level there.
I think he had Town Watch. He did. He had Town Watch, I think. So he saw that. Well done.
Yeah, that was a really nice wall. Even if he had Town Watch, it was really nice to pay attention.
Hera has to buy the wood for a TC. Amazing FC,
Yeah,
bro.
but I think it's like some sort of mind games too, though. He has a stable, a monster. He's not doing anything with the stable. Is it open, by the way? It is open. You open up.
I think it's just kind of like, it's what you said earlier. If the Berbers get to Camel Archers in late game, Persians don't really have anything against that. So Hera's thinking, if I get there, I'll be fine. I just got to get there, and he walls up, and he knows his economy is behind, but he trusts his skill and the Civ.
How unfair is that relic, though? Can we talk about how unfair that relic
In
is?
Hera's base?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having a relic in your base is so unfair.
Yep.
Then the other opponent should have a relic in his base too. Yeah, dude, Hera's just booming, man. Yeah, you got Bosa. Barles don't have Bosa, and he's supposed to have better eco.
I mean, he's got Persian TCs, though. So his TCs will produce faster. He's got the fish as well.
But he has the weaker Civ for long game, and Hera's playing the long game. But, I mean, you shouldn't be able to outboom someone that has fish. The guy who has fish should pressure you so hard.
It's a bad strat, because assuming both players are of equal skill, I don't think this strat ever works. It doesn't win, right? Even if you have a better late game Civ. I think Hera is going for this strat just because he knows he's on a different level from Barles.
It's not that big difference, though, of level. I mean, even if you're Barles, the 2k6, top 16, potentially, you should be able to punish someone who's going full boom with no fish when you have full fish.
And he probably will. But in Hera's mind, he's confident, and you know confidence is key to winning games.
I don't know that.
Okay, you know I of confidence is really bad for winning games.
Yeah, I know that is bad. I used to be so confident back in 2018, 2019. I remember like anyone who I faced in the ladder except for Viper, I was like, I'll beat this easy.
Yeah.
And Leary. But then I lost all my confidence. I don't know what happened. Maybe I started being bad.
Viper used to have so much confidence against you. He used to bully you all the time. He was mean to you, man.
Against Doubt too.
Yeah. But Doubt wasn't mean to you like Viper was mean to you.
That is true. Viper was always trolling me.
Gets a scout. Camel deleted. Good job from Barles. Doesn't take the risk on that. And third TC.
Third TC for both.
Yep.
Barles mismicroing a bit though. He sent a will to the gold near the TC. And now he's going back with it. Instead of building the TC. Oh, and the woman too. Okay, now he fixed the woman.
There's a relic for him. Hera's going to grab the other relic in the north. And
it's crazy. It's just crazy that Hera is actually able to grab a relic. Barles should never let this happen with his eco advantage and army advantage, but he's just sitting there, letting Hera take all the relics.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do you have any other
Hera might even
issues
get
with
3
Barles right now?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
But, dude, tell me, will someone ever find this little relic down in the south corner?
Barles had his camel. Oh my god, it's so close. Hera's never finding that. Like, unless he goes for a sneak dock or something down there. The monk is gonna die, thank god, in the south. He should die, wandering all alone out there.
Yeah. Barles is doing what he should though, being active with the scouts, but he's not being active on the
Where are
left
these
side.
vills going at the front of his base? They keep going through there. Does he have a waypoint set there?
Where?
The front of Barles' base. There's another villager walking towards that monastery. They're just...
I think they're a bit confused. His base layout is a bit awkward. His gate is bad. Like his gate is on the side, which makes the pathing weird.
Hera goes
Hera's
stable.
adding more stables. He's gonna put a lot of pressure, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Camels, maybe. Camel monks.
60
Barles
villagers
upgraded light
against
cav.
61.
Oh my god.
He's
Light
scared of the
cav,
monk.
though.
He's scared of those Berber monks, dude.
Nah, bro. Like, light cav is so wrong, isn't it? Like, he could have done the same thing just with scouts. It's a waste of resources, in my opinion. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a noob.
Barles is also on stone. He's got 4 monks forward. He's got camels as well, and he's got the light cap to snipe the monks from Hera if he pulls Hera out of position. If Hera just sits here, you can't take a fight at all. Just hop in and out of that TC. And Hera goes for a 4th stable now and is starting to add in more farming eco. He's got 3 stables producing camels right now. Barles producing more light cav. Feels like if you're going to go light cav, like 3 is enough to snipe the monks, surely, right? Just go camels now?
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Barles is doing stone mining upgrades.
He wants a castle.
What does he think he is? He's Turks? No, he's Persians. I mean...
If you do get a castle up in that north side from Hera...
Oh, but Hera's pushing out! Then Barles have nothing against this.
1
Yes,
camel
a few
converted, 2
Light cav coming in
camels,
there.
maybe 4 camels converted there from Barles. Light cav come in, and the light cav, turns out they were a good choice because they sniped the monks really quickly. Don't get converted, and Barles gets another conversion on the camel, but Hera's got those cheap camels with Berbers, and he's producing like crazy, so Barles will need to back up. I think Barles, MBL, is trying for that castle in the north, so he can
He wants
force
to go
Hera
Hobbs
into a
now.
castle. And even if Hera pushes that back, at least he's cutting him off from the gold and the stone up there.
Yeah, and he's making 3 barracks in the middle, aiming for Halbs. He's also closing in on Imperial Age. So he could go fast imp Halbs, which I really like. And Halbs is really hard for Berbers to stop. They have to go into Camel Archer. They can go champions, but no one does that. And
Look at that
I
eco
think actually
lead.
I really like, I like Barles' position.
Dude,
like,
those
Barles is
Persian
not a bad boomer.
TCs, yeah, they just like kicked in at some point.
Yeah. Like, Barles knows how to boom as well. He's a Black Forest player. I just don't think I don't think I know what Hero's trying, but
Look at the walls in the north from Barles. Stone walls up there. So he's going to cut Hera off from this area. Doesn't want a castle in the middle.
oh, I like those
And
walls though.
Opening Halb is just going to be super rough for Hera, right? Because he doesn't have the
So
castle up.
unfortunate. Yeah. Barles is aiming for imp, I think, and then he will go for the halves. Bad fight for Barles in the top. He will run away, but taking a lot of damage, running the wrong way, if you ask me. Should run backwards, not sideways.
And don't lead him to your barracks just yet. You can show him a couple
Well,
spearmen,
Hera
but
will
don't
see this
show the
now.
amount.
Yeah, Hera knows, Hera knows.
Doesn't know about
When
the
he
barracks,
sees 2
though.
spearmen. Yeah, but he
the
sees 2
spearmen.
spearmen coming out from the middle, so he will know. But will he react to it? That's another question. Hera's mining stone though, will get the castle up. Barles is going for a castle in the middle, so your theory about the castle on the top was not right.
Well, I mean, Hera won a fight and then put a TC up there. You can't put a castle there. You can't just hindsight me, bro.
Of course I can. I mean,
Okay.
there's still room for a castle there if you ask me. Alright, 4 barracks from Barles, really nice. And it's up to Imp a minute or minute and a half before Hera. Hera actually decided to queue up more Veils instead of going Imp. That's weird. Oh, I didn't have building. Okay, that makes sense.
He does have a TC in the south though, which Barles does not see yet. Camel's just kind of chilling there.
Yeah, but it's okay. Oh, this is impossible for Hera to stop. He has to retreat. And then Barles gets the initiative.
Oh, what a fight! Oh my god, what were those
he
camels
blocked him
doing,
out.
dude? Oh, that's brutal. You know he's tilted after that too.
If you are a good player, you can mess the pathing up so hard in this game if you want to. And the other player will be just frustrated because he can't do anything. Look at the map control from Barles. Purple everywhere. I need to change color.
I think it, like, unironically might be Genitors here from Hera because he's adding in the archer ranges, and I unless it's hand cannon, yeah, it's either hand cannon or Genitors, and it's unlikely to be Genitors, but I want it to happen.
If it was Genitors, he would be upgrading Botkin right now.
True.
And Ballistics.
Yeah.
But it's not, so yeah, it's gonna be Hankner, but I don't think it will be in time. There's gonna be Rams out for Barles. It's going to be Captain Ram into Siege Ram into Big Push. And so when Hera finally gets those Hankner out, he's gonna miss half of his base, which then allows Barles to do a tech switch into, for example, Paladins. So first, it's gonna be Halbs. Then it's gonna be Paladins. And then Hera will go Heavy Camel Hankner. But Barles will have so much map control that he's gonna just punish everything from Hera. And soon, Barles will spot that Hera is taking gold in this
Look at how fast these Rams are now, dude. Ever since they made that change, it sneaks up on you, you know?
Everything is Mongols these days.
Yep. TC is going to go down. Hera's Imp TC is in the back. Yep. And Relics will be ejected from that monastery, most likely. And how
rough.
Capped Ram is just going to be so tough for Hera to deal with because he has to wait for chemistry to come in before he has the hand cannons, as we see camels and light cab raiding at the north too.
Yeah, if you're Barles now, you know you're winning this big score lead as well. Like, don't throw this one, Barles. You can't. Hera is really good at just waiting with his army, but meanwhile he's waiting, the Rams are just melting his town.
Hera waits, Hera waits, Hera waits, and it's still a minute and 30 seconds away before he can even start producing the hand cannons as Barles comes forward with the castle. Should probably send some halves up there to support that, but Hera doesn't want to engage until he gets the heavy camel upgrade, until he gets... I mean, he only just got the first armor upgrade on his camels. It's just, it's over. It's done. GG.
As soon as the castle came up from Barles, Hera starting adding a trap on the top, so he can have the hill advantage trapping from downhill. He has to buy so much time now, though, when the Barles streams in siege rams and halbs on his town. I think Barles, when he sees his university, go for the university. Everything on the university, because he knows that the only way Hera can win now when he sees the ranges is the hand cannon. Go for the university, Barles. Click it, click it. Okay, it doesn't, he doesn't. The hand cannon will come in. He will have hill advantage with the hand cannon. He will have some gold and a lot of food. He still has the corner down in the south. So there's still opportunity for Hera to hold with hand cannon there. But that's all he can do. He can hold.
Now you see the archer ranges, you go for them instead of the university.
That is true. 10
hand cannons queued, and those siege rams are going to eat the archer ranges. And look at this, chasing the camels away on the north. Hera's just trying to get away with those. He's trying to deal with the siege ram, but the halbs are right behind him, only fletching on the castle, and the archer ranges are dying.
The push is simply coming in too fast for Hera. Hera needed like 2 more minutes, but he can't. Barles winning because he get that fish. He's 2 minutes faster because he had that fish. Hera did not contest it. He gave a fish boom to someone, and if you have fish in this game, I'm telling you, fish boom is so strong. Yep. You will manage to win.
Hera's going to be housed here pretty soon at this rate. Like, he's losing so much, but he does have a castle in the south. That camel's kind of going ham, killing villagers, but the castle is up. Barles hasn't fully realized that, and Barles rightly focusing on the main base from Hera as he's trying to take out the ranges. Does he get the final ranges here? He's very, very close, and he's still taking good fights against the camels with the halbs.
Isn't this what I said, though, Dave? Look at the tech switch from Barles now that he has pushed half of his Hera's base. Telling you, Cavalier coming in, he has full map control, and he's going to keep pushing Hera. Hera's holding, though, and let's see how long he can hold with camels and Hankin in there. It's a perfect composition, but without any map, without any eco, I don't think there's any hope for Hera. He has 10 on food right now.
What does Barles need to do to ensure that he doesn't lose this game? I can see him going to the south now with Rams and Halbs. He's gonna try and take care of this.
Yeah, just keep doing what he's doing. Like,
Okay.
keep piling on pressure, and he's fine. He has full map. And by the way, think about this, Dave. Hera's performance in TTL haven't been super nice so far. He's lost to freaking Andy. He lost the game now to Barles. And I'm telling you, if Barles played a little bit better last game,
He could win
he would
2-1.
have won this set
Yeah.
2-1. Yeah.
And this is
Which
just
would mean
like
yeah.
this strategy here for Hera is just doesn't feel good what he did on this game. Like last game you can say he got lamed, blah blah blah, you know, but like this time around he tried to make it into the late game and he's made it into Imperial Age, so and now for what? He's stuck in a corner with hand cannons, Trebs. He is booming
it's so
in the
easy to
south
say,
though.
Like, if you look at Hera's group, it's so easy to say that, hey, Hera has the easiest group, blah, 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 blah. But in these maps, I feel like anything can happen because they're so aggressive and they're so special. It's not really what we're used to playing. It's crazy.
Barles
But Hera,
did lose.
look at him, man. He's trying to hold on
Yeah.
there, and he's so good at it, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
He's claimed his whole base again.
Barles is really at some point going to have to take care of that area to the south, and he's coming with a Treb and Halbs, but that gives Hera opportunities to push out in the north. And finally, he's got some wood lines to take up there. He's got some more stone available. He's got gold available. He goes for another TC there, and the Paladin upgrade is not yet in, and Barles is like, he only has 6 of them.
My god, Barles, don't lose this game as well. You're gonna be like quitting this game at this rate.
Go for a cannon galleon, Barles. It's easy. You can't clear it up.
Look
Can't
at
do
Hera.
anything about
He
it.
went from being pushed into the corner with 10 farms. Look at his farm count now, Dave.
Yep.
Look.
51. Yep. And he's
51.
gonna be up at like 60 soon as well. It's kind of crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's insane. In 1.5 minutes.
I mean, Barles
Very
still
nice
wins
play
this
for
though,
Hera.
because here come
Yeah,
the
for sure.
Cavalier. If he isolates the hand cannons, could be really good. Hera could wall those in somewhere.
Is he showing them too early though? Because now Hera is switching full into camos. Maybe full heavy camos from Barles would have been better? Honestly? I don't know.
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe not.
Hera. Look at Hera's housing situation here as he's trying to produce,
Yeah.
and Barles is going to
Help
kill
Paladin.
more TCs in the south, more villagers in the south. So, I mean, he took his eye off Hera's main base for a second, but he is doing something with his military down there.
Yeah. Hera's trying to raid on the north side of Barles base with light cav too. That's pretty impressive, but now Hera loses his whole south area. He's pushed into one corner, and he has to keep his army alive really well and then push out. Like, he can't lose a single hand cannon now because he doesn't have gold to reproduce. His traps should probably focus the other castle there so he could get the other gold, but he chooses to push down the middle instead. Not sure if that's correct because there's nothing there.
He's still house.
So maybe just push right. Still house there.
It's been house
Like, he
forever.
spams house in the north
Yeah.
on the edge of the map now. He basically have no space in his map. Oh, and a big fight coming. Paladins and Halbs. Okay, okay. Oh no, Hera taking a bad fight there with the camos. Decides to go back. Protects his hand cannon as good as he can. It's protecting very well though. Use the monk, maybe convert. Nice. Good job by Hera. And he's cleaning up this army, Dave.
Yep. Before the
time.
Paladin upgrade comes in, the Halbs were out of position, right? He did such a good job with the camels to keep running them through the hand cannons. And Barles, why are you fighting with this Cavalier before Paladin comes in? You should
They
have
meant
like
to switch.
25 Paladin right here and
2,000
siege
food
behind.
for Hera. Are you kidding
Oh
me?
my fucking god, dude. This disgusts me. It actually does. Because the strategy shouldn't work. The position he was in, he shouldn't come back from.
Nah, just wait until you have paladins or something. Like, he take the fight before paladins, he wastes every unit. But now Hera's gonna waste his camels though. Like, he's
Is
sending
he?
them. I don't like that for Hera.
No
Yeah, he's sending
ballistics
them
for the
up.
castle. No ballistics at
But
all.
he's sending up to raid. Like, he will lose them.
Yeah,
to
and
Valves, right?
Barles just ignores it and just going to watch as his villagers all die at the north.
Yeah,
here.
he should have stayed home with the camels. That's a bad move, sending him forward. Just stay home, defend the traps. Now he lost both traps, and he's gonna lose his hand cannon because he doesn't have camels there. I'm telling you, that was a mistake for Hera to move out with the camels. I feel like he got a bit too desperate there. I don't think he knows that Barles have this much control of the map. I don't know. Barles should,
Hera,
by the way,
Hera
delete his
has...
fishing ship.
Okay, he calls the
Oh.
GG. Thank God, dude.
Yeah, man. If this was a comeback as well, like. It just shows how insanely hard it is to kill Hera.
Yep. He had 2,700 food in the bank. I think I saw 2,600 before he resigned. So that's not just the stuff that was in the queue. That's kind of crazy that he was able to recover there, and he almost did it twice, 2 games in a row. But Barles, I mean, Barles did everything he needed to do. It looked kind of, it was kind of nervy at some points, but he won the game, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, for sure. Like, giving the fishbone for free invites a victory to Barles. Like, you have to climb from behind the whole time, which is kind of like almost impossible. Like, I don't like giving the fish for free, but what can you do as Berbers? Why did he pick Berbers for this map? Why didn't he, for example, go Malians on this map and maybe something else for the El Dorado? I don't know.
Well, I've seen, I mean, Berbers is one of the most popular picks here, right? I've seen this many, many times, but not this strategy, not the FC strategy.
What do you do as Berbers, though?
You make your way into Camel Archer, which is basically a win condition. But you have to play some form of map control. You can't just play like FC. Like usually they make Feudal Army, right? And they contest water a little bit. But they definitely do go for fish.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't like giving up the fish at all.
Yeah. Not going for it at all is just kind of weird. And I think like it must have messed up his build at some point because he got to Castle Age, immediately had to buy 200 wood for a TC.
Yeah.
And he didn't even, like, the wall wasn't even that extensive. That's the wall you're always going to make. So he didn't even invest that much into that. It's kind of weird.
Dude, it's insane. Like, Hera should have lost this set 2-1, honestly. 1-2, like. Wow.
Well, Barles takes the game, so that's good for Barles. I think he got... Did he get 3-0'd before? What has he done so far in Titans?
No. He's done 3-0 against LAN.
Oh, against LAN. Okay. Yeah.
He lost 2-1 against Ganji.